Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another workshop showcase here on Jurassic World Evolution 3. Now this episode isn't releasing on Monday because we were able to get early access, thanks to DreamWorks, to check out Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4, and of course yesterday was the embargo, and we've basically given you the review. But in 2 days time that show will be releasing and also finalizing, unfortunately. So that's why we've pushed this workshop showcase to the nearest day, which was basically Tuesday. So today we have 10 more workshop items, and just to give some time for things to catch up on the workshop a little bit more, we've gone ahead and done exactly what I mentioned last week and downloaded plenty of Jurassic World Rebirth inspired items to have a Rebirth themed workshop showcase this week. So whilst these workshop items may not necessarily be from this week, they are Rebirth inspired. Now unfortunately I went to the workshop and there was only 7 pages of stuff with Rebirth in the tag, so there's not too many to showcase, so I did try my best, but maybe we'll do another one later down the line, who knows. But without any further ado, I think it's time to get into it, and the first one is very goofy. We have the crude Distortus Rex fossil created by Atomic Titan. Now again, as I said, it is going to look a little bit goofy because this is custom made, but we can place it down, and they've gone ahead and basically restructured the T-Rex fossil and made it into more of a D-Rex fossil. Now it doesn't look, precisely like a D-Rex because obviously these are just rocks and whatnot, but at the same time, this is the closest we are probably going to get for... Can I actually move this? No, I don't want to move it like that. No, thank you. This is the closest we're going to get until Frontier decide to go ahead and release something, Jurassic World Rebirth inspired. But yeah, this is the D-Rex fossil. Again, it's a rather goofy looking one, but it's the closest we're going to get. And nevertheless, it's still great work because I believe all of these are practically just individual pieces. So they had to make this themselves. So you've got to give them some credit, right? Especially considering this is Rebirth inspired. And then up next, we actually have 3 of them, and I believe they are in the Operations Center, and I think they're response facilities. Now, all of these constructions were made by, I believe, Drago Museveni, or Museveni. I think it's Museveni. They're basically all response facilities, I believe. So we've got 2 here. We've got the compact style of the Rebirth style here. Looking really cool. And I believe, yeah, it's just a standard response facility. But you actually have the cars inside and you have an outside as well. And it just looks very Rebirth styled. And that's what I really like about it. Because if you want to go ahead and, rebuild your ACU. Hold on, wait. Can I actually... Okay. It's functional. Oh, that just makes it really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so we've got one of them here. Then we've got another one here. We've got a larger looking one now, which we should be able to place. Can we please? Thank you. So yeah, we have another one here, which again has loads of Ranger teams as well. And again, it's just Rebirth styled and inspired, and it just looks really good. This one has the helicopter at the back side, and you have the helicopter on the left side here. Again, they just look fantastic, and I really do like all the effort that's gone into making them and trying to make them look as similar as possible. And the other one, I think, is a maintenance facility. So we should go here. Yeah, there we go. Rebirth-inspired maintenance facility right here. And place it down. There we go. We have all the Rebirth-inspired ones. And they look fantastic. They really do. I mean, they're pretty much just following the exact same thing that they've been doing for Jurassic World Rebirth. But that's kind of the point. You want it to be Rebirth-inspired and make it look really nice, as if it is from Jurassic World Rebirth. So, fantastic job, Drago, and I will definitely be using these in my parks once I get the opportunity to do so. Up next, we go ahead and introduce Pliosaur Dork, who has been on the channel many times now because of his creations. We've actually already placed it down in the previous episode, and it's this one. Of course, we've already showcased it, but this is the Essex, obviously from Jurassic World Rebirth. This is obviously the ship that Duncan was able to arrive on Isla St. Hubert with, and we have up here where Nina fell off the side, and then I think it was one of the sides here, I mean, we can barely make it out, but one of the sides here was where Bobby Atwater was killed by one of the Spinosauruses. Yeah, it just looks fantastic, and again, it's well made, and I am going to tell you right now, this isn't the only time that Pliosaur Dork appears on the channel, because he's done another impeccable job with, ironically, another boat, which we'll talk about just a little bit later down the line. But for now, we need to move on to a creation by Blue, or shall I say creations. So if you remember from the opening of Jurassic World Rebirth, there's some incubator tubes. Blue has gone ahead and created 2 incubator tubes inspired from Jurassic World Rebirth. And again, it just looks fantastic. You've even got the skeletons inside. Until we get actual models of the dinosaurs, I think we're going to have to cope with the skeletons. But again, it looks very similar to what we do get to see. I can't imagine where I'll use these, but I'm sure I'll definitely use these for some kind of rebirth build sometime in the future. But they do look very well made, and considering the slight restraints of what we do have available in Jurassic World Evolution 3's modular building, these do look relatively accurate. Probably as accurate as you can get from Jurassic World Rebirth. Moving on to number 4, we have a creation via Asdana, and I actually forgot to go ahead and download this, so hopefully this should work. We have the gas station from Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh my goodness, this is definitely one of my favorite creations, that's for sure, because it doesn't even just stop there. I believe if we go edit group, can we... Yeah, we can just go ahead and basically just extend this out, so we can make a wider area for the gas station. But as soon as the Mutadons do arrive into Jurassic World Evolution 3, this is going straight in their enclosure, without a doubt. It has to, you know? It just has to. It looks almost accurate to what we do get to see in Jurassic World Rebirth. We even have the catwalk off to the side as well. Somebody's going to have to build on top of this and try to build the whole catwalk, and then maybe even be able to build a massive Jurassic World Rebirth, who knows? But yes, this looks as identical as you can probably get. Even the vending machine, we have the vending machine there. It would be better to probably have a phone box here. I think maybe there's a phone box. Let's have a look. Okay, there's this thing that I guess we could try and stand up. Let's do align to surface, and then we'll do this, and then we'll bring it out a little bit. There we go. And then I guess we can just... Oh, no. I thought we'd rotate it the other way. Anyways, we can just place it there and act like a phone box. But yeah, this is a fantastic creation. Looks very similar to what we have in the movie. And as I said, Pliosaur Dork is returning once again because we have another creation by him yet again. We have to head on down to the water. That is a really cool shot, by the way, having the Brachiosaurus be next to that. Anyways, because he's created another boat. We have the La Mariposa boat from Jurassic World Rebirth, which is obviously the family's boat. So we can go ahead and place it down. And already, this guy is really talented. Like, he does a fantastic job on everything. And how on earth has he been able to make this piece by piece? Look, everything, every tiny obstacle, and it's just piece by piece is working. He's done a fantastic job. I don't know how he's done it, but he's bloody gone and done it, and it looks really, really good. It looks very accurate to what we have in Jurassic World Rebirth, and I'm sure the Delgado family are definitely going to be happy to see this. And maybe even Audrina, who I think is actually playing Jurassic World Evolution 3, might go ahead and download this as well. So we had to place both of Pliosaur Dork's boats together because, honestly, they're fantastic. They are so good and look so awesome. But that's it for this workshop park, but not for the video, as we have to head on over to some other parks to feature some other things. So if you're watching my last week video where I discussed the best Rebirth recreations, you may have already seen these parks before, but the first one I want to talk about in number 2 spot, we have Isla Saint-Hubert by Shadow Grimlock. This is where you can get it from. We're going to go ahead and update it. Thanks, Swerve, for playing this map. You're welcome. You're going to get featured again. So yeah, this is where you can get it from. This is the share code, and we are going to load into it and do a very quick feature showcase of it, just because I think it's a really cool map, and I think it deserves to be in this Rebirth themed showcase, weekly showcase themabob. You know what I'm on about. And here we are. This is one of my favorite ones for 2 specific reasons. Obviously, we do have this featured, which is really cool. My only irk is that I don't really like the things that are used here. I'd much rather have water somehow. I don't even know if we can put water. Okay, we can, but it just doesn't look as nice, I guess. We can try and push the... okay, let's push the deep water instead. And then hopefully we can try and get some waterfall. There we go. That looks a little bit nicer. But yeah, it's because it's very difficult to actually get some water there. That's why he's gone ahead and placed down the swimming pool texture, I think it is. Either way, that's the only thing that's letting this park down. But we do have the facility here, which again looks really awesome. We even have a petrol station here from the Mutadons. But what I really like about this is that we have little scenes from the movie, such as the dock and the river raft scene. We even have the dead Parasaurolophus there. but if you go to tab, you can see that it is strangely laid out. And that's because this is the shape of Isla Saint-Hubert, filtered in with a few tiny Easter eggs. As you can see, we have the Aztec ruins here, we have the Titanosaur Valley, over here we should have the boat, and we even have the rock area where the boat's pretty much almost crashed, so this could be used for the Mosasaurus. We even have the Mariposa, which I'm only just realizing now. So yeah, we have the Mariposa over here as well, which seems to be sunken. But there's many other places, such as this is where the family is, this is the pipes, the InGen pipes. Yeah, there's loads and loads of places. This place is basically just full of Easter eggs, and because it's got the shape layout of Isla Saint-Hubert, it just makes things a little bit easier. So if you do want to build a park, but you also don't want to destroy or have something so accurate, you can just build a working park on this island. It's fantastic. So great job, and I love the look of it. It had to be showcased again. And the other one that has to be showcased again is Isla Saint-Hubert by Nonito. Now, this isn't the map per se, but more what we see over here. If you do end up liking this, this is the share code. And again, thanks Swerve for featuring this. You're welcome, Nonito. It's going to get featured again. So let's go ahead and load the workshop park and talk about the specific thing I want to talk about. And here we are. So again, it's not the map per se, but instead it's the Rebirth facility. The Rebirth facility looks fantastic on this map, and I feel as though Nonito has done probably the best job when it comes to the facility specifically. There are probably one or two things that I'm starting to realize that I am missing here, but overall it's looking fantastic, and I just love everything. Oh, hello, game? Are you okay? You're bugging a little bit. There we go. I just want to take more appreciation to everything. So we have the working dock over here, which I think looks better. I did update this, so I think this looks better than the last one. So if he has gone ahead and updated this looks so much better than what we previously saw. Well done. We obviously have the area here as well. We have the petrol station here as well. So yeah, the facility specifically is my favorite part of the map. And hopefully you'll be able to, I don't know, maybe download only the facility? Who knows? I mean, you do have the rest of the map filled with some extra bits and bobs. You know, we've got the Quetzalcoatluses, and I think he's gone ahead and actually released the Quetzalcoatluses this time. I can't remember. We've got the pipes as well. And I believe there's a river raft somewhere. Whereabouts is it? It shouldn't be over there. It should be over here instead. I'm going to find it. I promise. There it is. Okay. And we have Ember, the T-Rex, nearby as well. We've even got a dead parasaur. Yeah, I remember this. He's put the parasaur statue, and then he's put some bones and the meat feeder there, so the Dilophosauruses will go and eat there, which is really cool. But yeah, so the map is really cool to begin with, but then the best thing is quite obviously the facility, and I love the facility so much. And with that being said, that's where we wrap off. What is Kobe doing? He has just destroyed something. I'm going to have to fix that after this video. So quickly, that's where we're going to end off today's video. Thank you so much for checking out the Rebirth-themed workshop items of the week. It's very hard to say that out loud. Hopefully there'll be more in the future when maybe a Rebirth DLC comes around, so we'll probably revisit that sometime and go ahead and maybe check out some other extra features. But again, thank you so much to everybody who did appear in this video. Thank you for your appreciation of these videos. Leaving likes on these videos really do help out a lot. So thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you stay safe out there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.